Hello YouTube, welcome to this first official episode where I'm going to be covering part by part how I built this West Coast Chopper Jesse James bicycle, again from this into this electric monster. So in today's episode, as I said, might as well start from the rear and then go to the back. I'm going to be talking about, well, what's going on all over here. From the wheel, to the trunk, to the seat, to the luggage rack, and some of the problems that I encountered and some of the solutions that I opted for. Alrighty, so got my pointer ready and got my comfy recliner ready, and let's get started. Alright, there's not going to be any fancy transitions, I'm just going to be walking towards it. I got the flashlight on, so that hopefully this can help you see the detail, and if you have any questions about anything, just let me know, I'll do my best to answer. Alrighty, excuse the little bit of rust here and there. Bike hasn't been cleaned for a couple weeks actually. So let's see. Well, you see a cable going on here that's coming from the front, and that is not for the brakes. I actually switched the rear wheel, the whole thing, for this already assembled three gears hub wheel. I think it's a Sturmey Archer, the brand, and it had the whole thing ready, so I'm just pointing at this all the way up to here. I unfortunately broke the cable in a hurry to get the wheel out of the bicycle that I got it from, and had to replace this, but it was not that difficult, and I did not actually buy a special cable for this. Anyway, so the bike now has three wheels in the back. They're actually very, very helpful. It makes a big difference because I usually like to cycle while I'm using the electric assist. I don't just go on full throttle as much as I can. And the wheel itself is actually wider than the typical wheels that you'd find on 20-inch bikes. I actually went through a couple options before I ended up with this one, and if you had thought of it, BMX wheels were one of them, yeah. So my setup at some point was this. A nice rim and a coaster brake. Actually, this bike comes with a coaster brake that you would attach, right, let's see, this thing is magnetic, it clips to everything, right there. So from the back you screw to that part right there, and that was the original coaster brake. I do not have brakes on the rear. That might change in the future. But yeah, I found this wheel, as I said, to be very nice and reliable, and I can fit big tires, which is the next thing I'm going to be talking about. And I very much appreciate the 3 speeds. It makes a big difference. This came from an old folding bike, and I actually put just the chopper wheel back on it before I sold it. But yeah, this is where it came from. I think you can find these on eBay. Just type Sturmey Archer, either hub or complete wheel assembly. Prices may vary, so I'm not gonna give any prices here. But eBay, Amazon, you can look them up. They should be relatively easy to find. One thing, I think I had this for a while, the actual cover, and I believe it either says BMW or Volkswagen. Oh, there you go, Volkswagen. Anyway, I just liked it, so I left it for this wheel. I have a different one for the front wheel, but I'll be talking about later. Now, to the important part, the tire. So this is kind of a special product. It's not your typical bicycle tire, and again, I experimented with a bunch of products. I've had BMX tires, the 2.1 or 2.2 inches wide, and just your regular 20-inch. They were okay, but nothing special, really. The original tires from the Jesse James Chopper were also not bad, but they were mostly street tires, and I needed something for actually the snow, because this is my daily rider in the winter. And street tires, again, original Jesse James Chopper. Street tires were good, but yeah, I wanted to go with the knobby tires, and no bicycle tires match up to these. These are actually dirt bike tires, And more specifically, you can see the dimensions here: 3.00 inches wide and 16 inches. That's for the diameter. Basically, the tire from here to here, well, is 16 inches, or 16 almost and a half. While doing some research on the internet, I found that these tires, or the 20-inch typical bicycle tires, are the only ones that you can find easily motorcycle or moped or dirt bike tires for. So if you're thinking about this build, going with 20 inches is the very easy option to find something like this. Let's see. Difficult to adapt to 24 inches, to 22 inches, to 26 inches, 29ers, don't even talk about it. But yeah, so very important. And I'll show you just quickly what my previous tire was, because I still have that on my front wheel. But I also got another one of these, brand new, to fit to my front wheel with the electric motor. So, jumping off to the front wheel. This is the best thing that I could find for the front wheel. You can see here, I think it's a V Tire Co. And that's the reference, and it is a 20-inch by 2.8-inch width. Tubeless ready, blah blah blah, but it really is not as rugged as the other tire. While I do recommend these, actually maybe not at all, see what happened to them? That's just after one season. But the others, they're really, really rugged. You can feel to the touch that the dirt bike tires are just a different league. That's all. Alrighty. So, this is the recommendation. They're actually about the same price. These I got on eBay for 30 bucks. And the specific model, I think it's not mentioned, but it should be Kenda. That's the brand right there. Sorry, it's upside down. And the actual model is 257D. I can't see it, but I do remember that much. 257D. As low as $28 or $29, as opposed to these, which right now they go probably for something like $35 is the cheapest that I saw at the time of filming this video. So, up to you to choose. My recommendation. And definitely awesome, and it gives you a little bit extra height actually on both sides. It's a much better tire. Alright, next up, the luggage rack. And I know you see that right there. That's actually my bike alarm. I'll talk about that. That's just some elastic luggage thingamajiggy to hold it. So just to hold the alarm right there. But yeah, luggage rack. Chopper, very difficult to work with. The previous luggage rack that I had was just something that mounts here to the seat post with just a clamp like that. And it did not have the mounts to the actual wheel axle. So I found this obviously to be much more rugged, much more resistant to weight. I can, you know, put more weight on it in my luggage rack, or my luggage box right here, which I'll be talking about next. But this is not an easy task too. It does not come with these. So this part right there that you see, where it screws here and then goes into the wheel axle, comes actually from a what's it called, a disc brake adapter. So if you have a front fork where you don't have these two mounts, these are the mounts actually for the disc brake, number 1, number 2 for the disc brake caliper. Yeah, they go right here. However, since I also upgraded my fork to come with these, I chose to use these to mount the luggage rack, and they actually worked perfectly. You can see right there where they go into the axle. Same thing on the other side. I got one too, and they provide perfect support for the luggage rack. It's very sturdy, and you cannot mount it otherwise without something like that. So these go for like $5 to $10 on eBay, depending on the time you check and availability. You can also order them off of AliExpress. But you gotta wait like a month or two for them to get to the States. Could be a little less, could be a little more. Anyway, you take your own risk with that. But yeah, these are absolutely necessary if you want to mount a luggage rack like this and want to go for a little bit more sturdiness. in addition to mount number 1, and then mount number 2 and 3 right there. Alrighty, let's see. What's next? The alarm. The alarm, for that, I will need my key. And I'll just be pulling it because it is in one of the storage pouches that I have on the bike. This right here is the alarm key. And you do have to put 2 AAA batteries on this puppy right here. And as simple as that activates the alarm. One more beep and well, now the alarm is armed. If you move the bicycle, it's going to be a warning sound, and then it's not going to stop. So that's the warning sound, and the one that doesn't stop, I'll be stopping right away afterwards, but sorry for the loud noise, but yeah, it's an alarm, it's meant to be loud. Alrighty, and I just have it strapped here. I wanted to put this out there instead of inside the box. Yeah, that's the alarm. Bike rack, just, you know, a regular, you can find them on eBay or Amazon. It's nothing special really, just, you know, you can go for the one that mounts to the seat post, as well as it should have been here, because that's the mount that I got with it, to the bike frame itself. But I cannot do that, because the frame is also weird. I mean, you see the shape here, it's not your regular bicycle round tube, so it doesn't go on there, and this is also too large. So that's why I ended up going with this. That was one of the issues why I didn't have this rack originally. And there was a lot of pieces and parts that I bought and ended up repurposing for something else. This is a great example of that. Other than this, there's nothing else to well, say about the wheel itself, luggage rack and all that. I think what's left is the luggage box. So for this particular part, this is pretty much the last thing for this video. I don't want to make it too long. It's already 12 minutes. So for this particular part, I ended up going with the, I think they call train case or makeup case, or, you know, I don't care. But I got a nice color, obviously, to go with the bike. No pink or purple or whatever, because it's, you know, it's a silver and black bike. So I tried to stay within the theme. And I was lucky enough to find this. So eBay, Amazon, again, I got this from eBay. I think it was 20 bucks with $10 shipping. So the box itself was $10. And this is cheaper than anything or any motorcycle luggage box that you can find. This is plenty enough. Let me go from this side here, and you can see what I've done to that. American Eagle, I love these decals. And I got the American flag right here. And this right there is just some extra mud guard, because I found when I ride this, especially when, you know, rain and stuff, this, as it was, just like that, was not enough, right? So I had to add a little bit there. It's just a little plastic mud guard that I fixed with some zip ties to the luggage rack. The luggage box itself is actually fully lockable, because I do have the keys with that, and I was looking for one with keys. American Tourister, the brand here. And well, what it had is a handle on this side, so I just flipped it to the inside. You can see just the screws here that hold the handle for this box on the inside. And there it is. The box itself had a mirror, because, well, this one was a makeup box, but I took that off, I put it away, I don't really need it. And yeah, right now I got a box with some quite ample storage, actually. I carry my voltmeter, and I carry my winter gloves. Let me see. Probably this was not planned, but let's go over the contents of the box. I do have my lock here. This is some extra hand sanitizer. This is just a quick bag, just in case I end up getting some groceries or something. It's nice to have. My 2 locks, and no particular reason that I went for these. I mean, this one is really nice. I like it because it has the combination. I don't have to remember a key or anything. I just use the combination, the lock, 4 digits, and I'm good to go. This right here is a beautiful little thing that I use because it's detachable, so I just attach it to the bike. and that's actually my rear light. It has the flashing red. It has plain white. I can use it for the front as well. Plain red and flashing white. And click, and it stops. This puppy right here is USB rechargeable, and I got it with the I don't remember where I got it, but this is where it is. Alright, so funny doing this on camera. Anyway, so recharges with USB, stays for quite a while. Keep it in the trunk, use it when I need it. Otherwise, it's just sitting there, ready to go. Alrighty. So, oh, very, very, very important, gaiters. I got these also off of eBay. I saved my life multiple times because I ride sometimes in the rain, and these are a game changer. My feet don't even get wet. I just tie them to my boots. Perfect. Also got them from eBay. I'll just unfold these for you to see the product, if this helps. Anyway, I think these were 10 to 15 bucks. One of my best purchases that go with the bike. And here I just have some extra accessories. This is just the, let me put the light away. This is a tiny pump, fully functional, obviously, and perfect for, well, carrying in this small case or trunk. And the nice part about it, the brand is, I think, either European or French. It's B-Twin, right? Should be written somewhere. Anyway, doesn't matter. The good part about it is this right here flips. I can unscrew it and flip it, and it actually allows me to pump different types of tires, so with the different ends, and you can see that right there. So it's just a really easy and smart mechanism. I love this little pump. Let's see, a little box or a little pouch for my riding glasses, and a little particularly good screwdriver that I keep, actually Allen, weird star-shaped Allen, very efficient for fixing my disc brake. And this is just, I got some zip ties over there, a spare mirror, and some tools. You always need to carry tools with you. Let's see. I can't open this with one hand. But anyway, I got a wrench, mini wrench, and some Allen keys, and that's pretty much it. And let's put things back here with a little bit of organization. Hand sanitizer, because we are in a pandemic. Anyway, that's the trunk. Alrighty, I think that wraps up today's episode. Thanks for watching, and again, this has been the rear wheel and tire assembly, plus the luggage, plus the trunk, plus the alarm, let's not forget that, of a Jesse James West Coast chopper upgraded from regular to electric. See you in the next episode. I'll be talking about the front wheel. Take care. Cheers.